Hi writers! In lesson 1, we learned that we're going to begin a new genre or type of writing called opinion writing or persuasive essay. We're going to continue that work today. I have my notebook here and it has a learning target for us, what we're going to work on as writers. So I'm going to show it to you. It looks like this. I'm going to read it aloud for us. It says, we can identify the author's purpose and audience. So that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to identify the author's purpose, the reason for writing, and the audience, who the writer is writing to. Okay, there's 2 things we're going to do in our lesson as we make that happen. First, we will listen to and discuss a persuasive essay, a different one, also on TV. Then we will name possible opinions for our own writing time as we try on this work of persuasive essay. Okay, now I want you to think in your private mind, what do you remember from the first essay? Warning, too much TV is hazardous to your health. What do you remember as we read that aloud? If you're thinking in your mind, oh yeah, the writer was trying to convince us that TV is harmful, you are correct. And the writer did that in a powerful way by stating their opinion and listing reasons and evidence. So we're going to hear another persuasive essay today about TV. As we listen, I want you to think about what is the purpose? So what is the writer trying to do? And who is the writer writing to? Who is the audience? Okay, let me set aside my notebook and get the persuasive essay ready. There's a copy for you online as well. This one is titled Television, the Most Disparaged Resource of the Information Age. Disparaged means to be spoken badly about. So it means that television is spoken badly about in this day and age. Okay, I'm going to read on. Almost every day, one can hear some mention of the TV generation. Many harshly label television as a drug, claiming that millions of children every day waste their time in front of this electronic altar. Well, I strongly disagree with the viewpoint that television is a waste of time. Today, there are many different ways to transfer thoughts and ideas. Of these, television, with its combination of audio-visual stimuli, is one of the quickest to present an idea clearly and completely. So audio-visual stimuli means that it is stimulating or grabbing your attention in a way that you can hear and see. So it says this is one of the quickest ways to present an idea clearly and completely by the TV. To say that television is not important is to say that learning about other cultures thousands of miles away by seeing and hearing is a waste of time. In this age of information, television is one of the most efficient means of mass communication available to man. Millions of people keep up with the latest news thanks to television. They can stay informed about politics, witness historic events, cheer for their sports teams, and explore places they might never have seen otherwise, all because of television. Television unites mankind because people separated by distance, skin color, language, and wealth can all relate to some of the things they see on TV. No other appliance of the information age is as quick and widely used around the world as television. Failing to acknowledge the positive value of this resource to mankind is an enormous mistake. Okay, so this author has a very different opinion on TV than the previous author. So in your private mind, I want you to go back to our learning target, okay? We said we're going to identify the author's purpose and the audience. So, what is the author's purpose? What is the author trying to do? If you're thinking in your mind, well, the author is trying to convince us to believe a certain thing. That's true. And in this case, the author is trying to convince us that television is beneficial, that it's educational, that we must have it in our lives, right? So it's very different. But in our world, issues are complex. And so we have this issue of television, and the previous author said TV is hazardous, it's negative. And now we have an author saying TV is helpful, it's beneficial. So we can see that issues are complicated. There's more than one way to see them. Okay, so the author's purpose. They're trying to convince us to believe that TV is good. So now let's think about the audience. Who is the author writing to? Who are they writing to? Well, if they're trying to convince someone, I'm thinking about the people that might have a different opinion. So those people that say TV is a waste of time or TV is harmful. That's the audience. Because this author is trying to say, hey, for those of you that think TV is harmful or a waste of time, listen to me. Listen to my reasons and evidence. Okay? So now we know the purpose, trying to convince that TV is helpful, educational. We know the audience. It's those who have a different opinion. Okay? Now, I'm going to look back in the text and notice where the author states their opinion directly, because we will eventually do that work too. And it's in the introduction. So the author begins by sharing that this is a complicated issue and that there may be people in this world that think that TV is a drug, right? That millions of children waste their time watching, they say, this electronic altar. Then the author goes on to say, well, I strongly disagree with the viewpoint that television is a waste of time. So they're saying how they disagree that television is a waste of time and saying that, yes, television is a good thing. And then it goes on to have many reasons. Remember, we say we state our opinion and then we give reasons to support them. To begin, they say that it's a way to transfer thoughts and ideas, and it's a way that people can learn about other cultures. Then in the next paragraph, the author uses a different reason, that it's a way to keep up to date with the news. Whether it's about politics or history or sports, it helps people be in the know. Lastly, the reason we should watch TV is that even though we're separated by many things, that TV helps us connect. And that when we see things on TV that represent us, that's a good thing. And it's very valuable for us to connect in this way. Okay, so again, in a similar way to the previous author, this author is convincing by stating their opinion and listing reasons. Now, that brings us to our work. We are going to do a similar thing where we choose an opinion on an issue, and we're going to list our reasons for why we believe in that way. So I have made a little chart to get us started because we're in the collecting ideas phase. That means we're not drafting yet. We're just trying on ideas about opinions and seeing what interests us. And that's part of the writing process, okay? It's the collecting ideas stage. So here I have a chart. I'm going to share it with you. I'll put it up here and then I'll read it for you. Okay, it looks like this. And it has some ideas that we could use in our own writing. So you're not here to generate the ideas. I thought of some to start the chart, and when you go off to write, you're gonna complete the chart, meaning add on. Okay, so I think about complicated issues. One of them is TV. And so possible opinions that we could write is watching too much TV is harmful, Or you might try the other side. TV is educational. You could try that on. I'm sure that you would have a lot to say about one of the two sides. So another one that I thought would be fun is that people should not eat donuts for breakfast. I can think of many reasons why people should not eat donuts for breakfast. Maybe you have reasons why people should eat donuts. Okay, what about recess should be 10 minutes longer? Would be fun to write about. Or students should be able to use their phones in school. I'm sure you'd have a lot to say about that too. Okay, so for today's lesson, you can reread the persuasive essay, notice the opinion and the reasons, and then take some time to generate ideas for possible opinions for your own writing, and maybe pick one and try it out. I hope you have some fun. Bye.